Joe Volpe, does it make economic sense for the Canadian government to loan $550 million to a U.S. state to jumpstart construction of a second crossing?
I'm not sure they'd even be able to jumpstart a second crossing. What they're actually trying to do is to, if I might, undo all of the investments by the state of Michigan, some $300 million worth, to improve a road system access to the current bridge. That's pretty well all but complete except for one ramp. So what they're offering is $550 million to go and build a similar process of access to another bridge that yet has to be built, and for which several things are missing. Presidential permit to build on the American side, the environmental assessments, and the overall infrastructure plan in the state of Michigan in order to warrant this. So what I guess we have to do is we have to separate the rhetoric from the reality. The reality is that we want to make sure that a border crossing like the ones that exist in the Detroit-Windsor area are functional, effective, and safe. And so there have been hundreds of millions of dollars from the Canadian side spent by governments of all political stripes and both levels of federal and provincial government in cooperation with the City of Windsor to try to make that happen. There was a huge investment on the part of the Chrétien and Martin governments and the province of Ontario for $300 million to improve access to the current bridge, but essentially ended up being, and currently is, a redevelopment of traffic flow in the City of Windsor. We haven't looked at the other issue, and that is the toll booths for commerce, excise, border service agency issues. And that's where the first level of investment with the cooperation of the city needs to take place. Investing $550 million in the state of Michigan is an interruption of a process, a binational process that both the Canadian government and the federal government of the United States accepted, and that the state of Michigan and the province of Ontario agreed to.
Well,
government
between the two economies
justify
here.
everything as a national security priority. Let's make the economic case. Nobody's against an infrastructure program, especially one that's going to pay dividends down the road. What people ask is, how seriously can we take a government that on one hand says it wants to privatize everything, and on the other is willing to give $500 million to American potential partners on the other side so that they can spend another $5 billion to build, in your words, another redundant bridge just in case a terrorist gets the idea that they can blow something up.
It's more than
this
just
kind of
that.
logic really hurts.
Joe,